Welcome, friends of the Greasy Shop Rag. Today we're going to take a look at a Husqvarna 460 chainsaw. Customer complaint is that he can't get it to run. We get that kind of complaint a lot. So let's look into this a little bit and see what he's got going on. So normally when a saw comes in, the first thing I'll do is look in the fuel tank. And in this case, the fuel filter doesn't look terrible. I don't see any water in the bottom of the fuel tank. And the fuel smells good. So we're going to take the filter off the line and we're going to put some pressure on that line and see if there's a hole in it or not. I want to put about 10 pounds of pressure on the line. But you can see that the needle on the gauge, it's not holding at 10 pounds. That means there's a hole in the line or the carburetor leaks. And just by the feel of this line in my hand, I got a pretty good idea that it's the line itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is empty the fuel out of the tank. That's going to make this repair a little bit easier, a little bit cleaner. After I've dumped the fuel, I'll look in the tank just to see if we have any sediment or remnants of water or spare parts. I mean, I found complete fuel filters, fuel cap holder straps, all kinds of stuff. Pine cones, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff you find in a fuel tank. So this guy tried fixing this saw. I mean, the spark plug was just laying there. He was probably checking for spark. Got frustrated and brought it into us, right? I hope that that plug is just the one he grabbed to check for spark, because it's not the one that belongs in this saw. So we're going to get the proper spark plug in here. And then we're going to move on with replacing our fuel line. We get that plug cranked down. And I'm just kind of looking the saw over a little bit. It didn't feel right. It felt like the anti-vibes were broken or loose or whatever. And that one on the bottom, the screw was loose. I mean, when you work on saws all day, you kind of notice when things are loose like that. So we're just cleaning things up here a little bit. We're going to pop the fuel line off the carburetor. Bang, it was just that easy. Now we're going to just pull the line through. It's really easy to do on this 460 chainsaw. The top of the fuel tank is right there at the bottom of the carburetor. There's no separate tray in between there. So it makes this job really easy. Here's the part number for our spiral fuel hose. You don't have to use this hose. You could use just regular bulk fuel line. This might not even be the exact part number that Husqvarna calls for. It's just a piece of hose that we stock. Alright, so I've pushed the end of the hose down through the grommet in the top of the tank. And now I'm just going to reach in and grab that hose and pull it through. Here's the fuel filter part number. Alright, let's get this... Oh, my hose disappeared back into the tank. We'll have to fetch that. When there's no filter on the end of that hose, it's not as easy to grab with a hook. So I'll flush cut the end of the line because it comes with the taper on it. Then we'll get our filter on here. Now, one thing I didn't do or show you, I could have pressure tested this new line and confirmed that the carburetor was tight. If I would have done that, I guess it would have eliminated any questions if this saw doesn't start after this repair. But sometimes you just get, you think you see the problem and you just keep moving with it. That doesn't always work out. Sometimes when you see a problem, it's only the result of another problem. And that could have been the case with this. I saw a problem that there was a fuel line that didn't hold pressure, but that may have been the result of a carburetor that had a leak. We'll find out here in a little bit if it was just a line. That air filter, while it might not be preventing it from starting, it's due to be replaced. Well, that cover just doesn't want to screw down. Now this saw uses these little spring clips, clip nuts, I think they call them. They look good. Sometimes those things get broken or stripped out, kinda. But in this case, it looks like the actual screws are just worn. There isn't much for threads left on them. Not sure how that happens. But 2 of the 3 screws are worn really bad. So we just put some different screws in there and see if it tightens down. That one tightened down all right. So did that one. Looks good. Well, let's fire this thing up and see if it runs. We're going to want to make sure we got bar oil in it. And we'll top it off with fuel. So that's all I'm going to have for you on the Husqvarna 460 chainsaw that just wouldn't start. Thanks for watching. Later.